third. Know it? All right. And thank you for your patience as I look down to see, because I wrote this days ago because I was in the zone, but I ended up not having the time to share it. So this is, I titled it up here, Authentic Self Blocks. And some of them are fear, shame, not enoughness, unworthiness. I have that all in one clumped group. Fear, shame, unworthiness. It's all different colors of not enoughness. The next one is a group of, I don't know, and confusion, uncertainty. And a third one is flawed beliefs, stories and thoughts. And we continually search for evidence to back up why we suck, why we shouldn't show up for ourselves, how we shouldn't show our faces to the world, why we shouldn't try to shine. And I highly feel that we don't ever just live in just one of those groupings. We always have a little smidget of all of them when we have authentic self blocks. And a lot of the times it gets intermingled with identity crises. And throughout life, I've always looked at identity crisis as who I'm trying to be as an imposter. And I've learned since then, I have a webinar about that also that discusses imposter syndrome and imposter identity dysmorphia. Really what it is as we start through our personal development journey, we start to come closer to who we were meant to be, who we were born as, but we've learned all of these stories and beliefs that we have taken in before we even had the self-awareness to be able to think for ourselves and be like, no, that's not right. That doesn't match what's going on. Because we were little kids. We didn't know. We were babies. We didn't know. And we feel imposter syndrome because as we start to try to get closer to that, it's not who we've been for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever, however long we've been when we finally get on this journey. And we're going against all those years and decades of thoughts. And it feels wrong. It feels wrong to come back to our home base, to where we actually were. And so we have that fight going on. And it's more comfortable to be comfortably uncomfortable in the stories we've grown up with, because it's just what we've known for so long. And to do the hard work of getting back to ourselves is it's work. It's effing work. There's no way around it. It involves a lot of heartache, a lot of pressure, and so we end up doing a lot of avoidance issues, or we distract ourselves with things. We think we're doing the work, but we're really not, because once again, our ego's like, no, you need me. Here, let me give you all these things to worry about. Right now, I've literally had things happening that are challenging me. I had an issue where my cell phone, the screen just stopped working right after Thanksgiving. And then I had issues with the cell phone company. I was spending hours trying to get this situation fixed, hours of the time after work trying to get this fixed. So now I'm not having time for anything else. I was energetically drained so freaking much, and and emotionally drained. Then I was getting the new phone, and then there was issues with transferring that over. It was just ridiculous. If it could be any more complicated, I don't think it could have been. And then a few days ago, I go to get in the shower, and the faucet for the bathtub has a little diverter valve thingy that you pull up so that the shower happens. Came right out of my hand. Are you shitting me? And that actually literally took 3 different trips to the stores in 2 different days because it wasn't working. I'm like, are you kidding me? And that's taken up so much precious time. And I'm like, I am being severely challenged here, which makes me feel that I am onto something. So I'm being pushed. Do you really want it? Let me throw you in all of these distractions to make it harder for you to want it, and to just be okay with just sitting and watching the CW. By the way, okay, I've got I like Netflix and Prime and all that, but I also watch stuff on the CW, and Sullivan's Crossing has been amazing. If you like Gilmore Girls, you'll like Sullivan's Crossing, I think. And then also, I got hit up with, I noticed there's a TV series called Star about young girls that are working their way up in the music industry and all the drama that has come with it. There's something in my eye. So yes, I can get drawn in, and then that's all I'll do. I've barely decorated for Christmas yet this year. What the hell? It's December 10th. Anyways, there are ways to improve your self-image and confidence, self-love and respect, but it takes time. I went on a tangent, but it takes time to sit with yourself and put some thoughts and feelings down on paper. And then and then I have no idea what I wrote here, but let's just run with it. So like we sit down, this is the thing that's really helped me a lot. It's just to face it. Give yourself some time. I like to use like Insight Timer, or there's this one video on YouTube that's like an hour and something long. That's binaural beats, not binaural beats, but it's this wavelength. Headsets in, zone out, burn some incense, and just sit. I have a journal that I write in, and I sit and I write. I just thought dump. I give myself a couple of hours sometimes for this, because sometimes this shit just pours, especially if you haven't allowed it ever. You'll be pouring a lot, and it's exhausting. But to be able to have it all out instead of flying around in here, when it's in here, it's unmanageable as hell, especially when it's gone unchecked for a very long time. So to be able to sit down and just write it all out, and to start looking at it and questioning things, you may see a common theme to it all. You know, just like you're reading a book or watching a movie, just be able to look at it and be like, oh shit. I really wish I could understand what I wrote here. Oh, find things that help you to work on that thing. Just like if you decide that you want to lose weight or get healthy, you find exercise and nutrition programs that will help you with that. If you're learning to garden, you want to find the best ways to nurture the growth of the plants, like all of the best situations for that, and thought processes. Ways to help nurture our authentic self growth is searching for books and podcasts, groups, therapy, counseling, coaching. There's apps like Insight Timer that you can use the free version. It's fine. You can find people on Spotify that are coaching. In fact, I've been a member of Beachbody. I've even a coach, though I don't actively share that much anymore, just because I don't really do it a lot. I just reap the benefit of the discount. But they have fitness and nutrition, and they've even come out with some kind of whole new section that's just for mindset. And I haven't really looked into it that much because lots of reasons. I won't get into that because I'm running out of time to talk. But you just got to figure out what you want to start working on, and just choose something and do it right now. It doesn't have to be the right answer. It doesn't need to be the win all. It's just, you got to get your foot in the door and get started, and more answers will come along the way, and you'll be able to start fine-tuning things. You just got to stay in motion, because literally staying in motion helps you continue to see the purpose behind it. Oh, and keeping track of why am I doing this? But staying in motion is the best motivation to keep going. You can't just sit around and wait for it to strike you. You got to just do it. Even on the days you don't feel like doing it, do something. And I literally help people with this in my 12-week and my 12-month coaching packages for life coaching. We get into figuring out where you're at right now, what you want to accomplish, where you want to be, and then we bridge that damn gap. Hit me up for a consult, because we can totally discuss that in better depth as to how that actually works for you specifically, because no two cases are exactly alike. So Peace out.